Will XRP make you a millionaire? Or the actual question, how much should you invest into XRP to become a millionaire in the next bull market? The simple answer to this is nobody really knows. The longer answer is you need about, well, we're going to talk about that in this video. But of course, guys, make sure you go ahead and press that like button, as all I'm trying to do here is give you guys some good information from somebody who's been into crypto for a decade, who's seen all the highs and lows of XRP, and who has invested in so many different cryptos, you probably wouldn't believe it. Anyway, I should preface this by saying, I personally don't think it's smart to only hold one crypto. And I've said this many times before on this channel, but for the sake of this video, just for the purposes of entertainment, we're going to go with the idea that we are only holding one crypto, and that is XRP, even though I'd advise personally against that. I think spreading your risk, but also potentially just planting your seeds in different places to potentially get some sprouts and get some full-ass grown trees or flowers is very much worth it than just hoping and betting on one successful seed you threw, even though you threw a bunch in one area, and one type of seed basically, to start flourishing. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're also one army, one family, and guys, I've said this before, make sure you press that like button and join the Discord to just be more involved with the family. We're trying to make 1 million millionaires over the next, I don't know how long, I guess my lifetime, I should say. But you guys are all my test subjects basically, because I personally think I'm convinced, I'm dedicated, I'm sure it's possible, but yeah, let's put that aside. Anyway, so the article says, Ripple's native token XRP, well, trades at 85% below its all-time high, sparking interest in potential growth. Ripple aims to facilitate easier, cheaper, and faster money transfers with solutions available in over 50 countries. To become an XRP millionaire, one would need to purchase 300,000 XRP, worth approximately $150K at current prices. Basically going off the notion that XRP would go back to its all-time high at about $3.40, which would mean you need about, 294,000 XRP, which right now would be $150K to get to $1 million if we get back to all-time high. But in my opinion, the all-time high is not that relevant, and let me guide you guys through a story. I personally think the only thing to watch out for is to basically just DCA. Dollar cost average, or rather because prices are, for XRP, over a prolonged period of time, not really getting that much lower, to just consecutively keep on buying, to not necessarily get your average price down, but to just get more coins at a pretty good and reasonable price. That's because just looking at this chart, one thing should become readily available to see, or easily seeable, whatever you should say. And that is that the trend for XRP since 2020 is very easy to follow, right? We just are continuing to go up as a base. But if we extrapolate and take 2017 and 18 into the equation, all of a sudden, it does not necessarily look that good. The thing is, though, if we compare this to Bitcoin's chart, one thing does become quite apparent. Bitcoin's chart looks way more bullish, way more exciting, because a very easy line can be followed for almost the last decade, from 2013 up till now, that Bitcoin has never broken, and it just keeps making a high point, a low point, a higher high point, a higher low point, a higher high point, and a higher low point that for XRP can't be fully replicated. But I tell you right now that in my opinion, main reason that this has not replicated for XRP is actually, funny enough, because of the lawsuit that happened within this time period right here, just to give you guys a quick little understanding. So where Bitcoin had some massively bullish outperforming price action within this period. The box here is where XRP, or I should call it Ripple, and XRP were in a lawsuit with the SEC. While Bitcoin was basically setting new highs, breaking records, and going insane in that time period, XRP was on a course to do so. As you can see right here, the runner-up until the lawsuit started was doing pretty well. Similarly to how Bitcoin was just moving up and up and up. Similarly, Ethereum and all these other assets were on a way up. And we all know Bitcoin sets the precedent, and in this case here, the moment it broke its all-time high and started going crazy, a lot of altcoins were going to follow quickly afterwards. XRP though, exactly when Bitcoin was breaking its all-time high, exactly around that time period. You can see it right here. This week right here, right, if you zoom in a little bit, this is where XRP got sued, this right here. And I believe that's also that moment that Bitcoin broke its all-time high. Just to put it into perspective, this right here is the candle that XRP got sued by the SEC. The timing on this is too amazing But that's also, in my opinion, why XRP didn't actually have a similar performance to Bitcoin. And again, Bitcoin went from about $20,000 up roughly 250%. I think XRP could have done a significant amount more than that, roughly 300%, we can easily call it, which would have been, as of this point right here, at potentially, $12, $13, something along those lines. If the pullback was also similar as with Bitcoin and the price would have fallen down 80% or 77% or so, the price of XRP would have then fallen to about $2.80, where it find its new base, which right now is still a significant climb for where we are. But again, I still think that's mostly because of the SEC's lawsuit. And then again, if the next bull run, we kind of see some similar performance as last runs, where we 2-3x or so for Bitcoin and see some a little bit better performances for altcoins. That could basically mean, all right, Bitcoin went to 70,000. Next time around, it goes to 150,000. So about doubles. And XRP should have gone to about, let's call it $12, $12.50, $13. And so if it also doubles, it goes towards $25, which, to answer the original question, would mean every single XRP could pretty easily, in my opinion, be worth $25. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying, following the logic that I just said, $25 per XRP is really not that crazy. I know we have to wait for a dollar first. I know we have to wait for a Bitcoin to start the next rally first. I'm just saying, based upon this logic, $25 per XRP is really not that far of a stretch. And from that perspective, all you'd need is 40,000 XRP, which is at this point is $20,000, which I think would suffice. I think that should be able to work. Then again, there are a lot of factors that basically go into this. One of them is, what if the SEC goes after the entirety of the crypto space again at the right time? What if BlackRock and some of these institutions decide to not let crypto go for a massive run just quite yet? And what if the damage the SEC did to XRP by suppressing it in this most crucial period right here? What if that basically makes it so that it can never really, quote unquote, recover? So that it can never basically follow the same gain structure that Bitcoin saw in this 2021 period. And so we basically have to start from scratch, meaning, we don't take into consideration the gains that happened in 2021. We don't include this massive pump, but we only go on the basis of the 2017 pump. Well, I personally think that if we take a look at the XRP price back in 2017, and we just basically put a bull run multiplier, which we're gonna put a very light 3x multiplier on, that would still mean we'd go from about $3, something like that, to about $10. So significantly lower than 25, I know. But that would still basically mean you need about 100,000 XRP, which right now would be about $50,000. You might say, Dusty, this is crazy. That's way too much. Hey, yeah, nobody said becoming a millionaire was very easy. People just said it's possible. If you're watching this video right now, you've got an internet connection, you've got a phone or a laptop, you've got some time, to learn about investing, learn about all these things, you probably have the skill set to get yourself $10,000, $20,000 over the next couple of months or years. And if you don't, well, is it really that bad? Because at least you're making great steps towards your goal. If it doesn't happen within one cycle for you and it takes 5 years, is that really bad? Is that still not a flex that you're able to do it in 5 years? Again, is this all guaranteed? No. And that's why we said at the start, diversification is key, because there are so many different crypto assets that could significantly outperform or have a higher multiplier with a higher certainty than XRP. You just never know up front. Every bull run is different also, which is why I said at the start, we're a family, we're an army. Whenever I find opportunities, I'm sharing them with you, either on Twitter, either on Telegram, either on Discord, because you've got to be there the moment that something happens. And if you're actively conversing in crypto, you have a higher likelihood of finding these opportunities early. And I'm telling you that just one right trade, one right chance with a meme coin, with a new trend, can be that starting capital that you need. Or sometimes it can be the end of everything. I know so many traders who have only made one crazy trade and set them up for life. I don't mean that they've not done trades beforehand. I just mean that one trade set them good for life. Because in reality, in crypto, all you need is one lucky strike. And the more you're actively trying, the more lucky you get. It's crazy, right? The more work you put in, the more lucky you get. But that's why I keep on saying, you need to join the community if you want a higher likelihood of succeeding. That's why I put a link down below for Discord. That's why I say join the Telegram, join everything. And make sure you keep supporting the channel by pressing that like button. Because at the end of the day, we're a family. You got to understand that. Because the best way by far to make it out and get these great, insane, amazing results is if we bundle forces together. Understand, guys, I'm also still only a human being. Even though I've got a whole team doing research all the time or working on investments or whatever, I will tell you right now that I have made more money from Twitter than from any employee. Why? Because Twitter seems to know things before anybody else knows it. And very often people in our community have got alpha, have got information that is just insane because they're working on it all day, all night. There are people out there in Discord, there are people out there in our communities that are freaking geniuses. Perhaps you're watching this right now thinking, you've got some good opportunities. You've been doing some good analysis too. And if you want to, share it with the world. At the end of the day, a lot of this money in crypto can be made together. And if there's an opportunity that only you can take, you don't have to share it, But whenever there's more than enough, or you need some other people to analyze something, having a good community, a tight bond can be really crucial, which is why I sometimes feel sad our community is not as strong as I'd like it to be, because we're just wasting a lot of opportunity, we're wasting a lot of money. But yeah, that's why I keep on telling you guys, join the communities, links are down below, and let's make some money together, hopefully, throughout the next couple of years. I can make many millionaires. We've already made a ton, I know that, but I think more people can be helped. But yeah, that's besides the point. These are my thoughts on XRP. There's many other coins out there that are amazing, but XRP is still one of my favorites right now. Not financial advice, just my thoughts, but hey, do with it as you please, Do your own due diligence and everything, and see you guys later in another one.